What's good, everybody? Today is episode 25 of Let's Learn the Gospels. We are on Matthew chapter 9, part 3. Now, in the previous episode, the Pharisees questioned Jesus, why does he sit with sinners at the dinner table? Now, John's disciples are questioning, why do we and the Pharisees fast often, but your disciples do not fast? Now, the Pharisees were concerned with Jesus and his followers because they were worried that they weren't following the strict Old Testament traditions, including fasting. Jesus responds in verse 15, "Can the wedding guests be sad while the groom is with them? The time will come when the groom will be taken away from them, and then they will fast." Jesus is essentially saying that the time to celebrate is now because he, the Messiah, is here on this planet. It's time to celebrate. Stop worrying about old traditions. Worry about the new traditions that he's about to form. This is also another situation where he's foreshadowing his death, right? So the time when the groom will disappear, he is referring to himself when he dies. That is the time when they could fast and mourn afterwards. The time to celebrate is now. Then he continues his response in verse 16 through 17, saying, "No one patches an old garment with unshrunk cloth, because the patch pulls away from the garment and makes the tear worse. And no one puts new wine into old wineskins." Now, these two analogies kind of highlight that Jesus is trying to establish a new way in following God. Jesus trying to establish the new way of following God does not want it to mix with the old traditions. The analogy with the patch with the old garment is basically saying that the old traditions do not fit with the new traditions. As it shrinks, it'll just make it worse. Same thing with the wine analogy. You can't mix the new traditions with the old traditions because, again, it'll just make it worse. He is trying to set a whole new tradition, whole new system of law to following God. He's not trying to bring the old traditions over. Now, that is it for chapter 9 of Matthew part 3. We're going to be moving into chapter 9 part 4 tomorrow about another instant of Jesus healing. So stay blessed, y'all. Peace.